Norway is heading to Liverpool 2023 with Alessandra and Queen of the Kings. I always get it mixed up and always want to say King of the Queens, but no, it's Queen of the Kings. But will she be Queen of the Contest? Let's review Eurovision. Now, obviously, last year, Norway sent a bit of a parody entry. It's definitely not a parody entry this year. Alexandra, Queen of the Kings. It's a very kind of upbeat, female empowerment pop song. Jack, what do you make of it?
Well, it's been a fan favourite since it was picked. It's currently, and has been since it was picked, in the top 5 of the bookies. So it is very, very well liked, doing very well on Spotify. So prepare for an unpopular opinion here. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. It's shouty. It's dated. It's just no.
Is that all?
No, I couldn't go on, but I feel like we're going to get hate for this. Oh, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I appreciate the message of it, and it's a very, very feminist song, which is, fantastic. And those messages are always very, very welcome, of course, at Eurovision. But I don't know. It just feels very, very. This would have done well in Eurovision 2008. It would, because it just feels very nightclub in 2008. It just feels really. There's a difference between being dated and being nostalgic. And whereas I think something like Belgium is nostalgic and it's playful with it, it's quite retro, this feels like it's trying to be a banger for now. But I don't know, it really does feel 15 years old to me. And I think she's shouty in it. I don't think she sings it. Maybe she does sing it well. I just don't like her voice. The charisma, I think, is overpowering. She's almost smug about it, as if it's the greatest song that's ever been written, when really it's not. And then the point, her name is, the first line of the chorus is, her name is she. Like that to me.
We know that Eurovision is not known for its lyrical making sense.
Yeah, I
But
know.
even that,
it's just it feels a little bit trashy, and about her name is she. Like, no, she's got an actual name. Like, she's not. Let's not reduce her to a pronoun. You know what I mean? It really irritates me. And then the whole conceit of Queen of Kings is so obvious that what it's trying to say, that I don't think there's any nuance to it whatsoever. It's very straightforward. I do not get the hype for this. I don't get it. It'll be a strong show opener because it'll get the party started. But I just don't get the hype. And I think it's really, really overrated. And I just don't like it.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It'll definitely kind of be a good show opener because it is kind of powerful. And I kind of disagree. I do think she does sing it well. But I mean, that's kind of as far as my positive comments for it go. I think it's massively overrated as well. And I find, yeah, it's just kind of, it is shouty. It's kind of, it's chanty, but not in a way that I would usually kind of like. And the thing that I noticed, and maybe they'll switch it up for the staging when it comes to Liverpool, but it basically, the national final stage, she doesn't move very much.
She doesn't. You're right. It's just her and a bit sort of doing that and all that.
Yeah, it's a bit
Very
of kind of arm movement, and that it's one of those songs where you kind of feel like that if you're going to have such a kind of fierce song, you need a fierce performance, and it's only actually the backing dancers who kind of do things. So yeah, for me, it just feels chaotic, and the kind of the backing track for it grates on me quite a bit.
Yeah, it's grating, but that's what feels dated about it. And it's so loud, and there's so much going on with it that her shoutiness is almost, she's competing with it. They're both sort of trying to out loud each other, and it's just too much happening. And it is chaos, like you say.
Yeah. Yeah. But that being said, it's going in the first semi-final. It's performing first, as we've mentioned. I mean, how would you rate it personally? And is it getting through to the final? I think clearly it is, but gotta ask anyway.
I think it's going through. It will be because it's again Televote only, and this has gone viral. You know, it's on 25 million plus streams on Spotify. Before, I mean, we're still weeks away from the contest, and it's already on 25 million plus, which is not an easy thing to do. And it's one of the most streamed songs of the year already. So it's clearly maybe we're missing something. We must be because it's clearly is liked by a lot of people. So I think it will go through.
But I think we can understand. But thing I get why it's liked. It is powerful and it is kind of chanty. If that's what you like, then I understand why it's a kind of fan favorite. It's just not to my personal taste.
Yeah, I do get it. I do get that. But I think it will go through. And it is a great it's the obvious show opener. It is a good show opener because it gets things going. Um, would I personally put it through? If I could control the 10 songs that qualified, I would not put it through because I think it's among the 5 worst songs of the semi-final, which is probably going to get me shot in the street. A comment like that. I know Emily's gurning at it. I just don't think it's a very good song. Fundamentally, I just don't. I think Shouty, it's not performed really well. It's not a very good song. It's not in my personal top 10 for that semi-final at all. So I wouldn't put it through. It will go through. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a 4 because I just you making there you go. You pulled a face there. Yeah, I really don't like it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously going through. I think I'd probably squeak it through in about 10th, personally. It's because it is like we said, it has that place of being like a show opener. I mean, obviously now that it's open, the semi-finals, if it gets through, I feel like it's probably unlikely to open the final, but I feel like it does have that kind of role to play. Um, for me personally, I've been a bit kinder to it. I've given it a 6 out of 10.
I mean, fair.
Yeah,
Average is out of the 5, which is fine.
yeah, which is probably fair.
So that's what we think. Obviously, we don't agree with all of the hype. It's still in the top 5 favorites with the bookies. It probably will do quite well at Eurovision, but certainly not to our tastes. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Even if you didn't, there will be other videos that you do enjoy. So do stick around for that. If you do subscribe, hit the bell so you'll get notified every time we upload new videos. And of course, we're on Instagram at Eurovision, so give us a follow there as well. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.